Welcome to my channel Learnovate. Today we will going to discuss about some of the major muscles and the nerve supply with the action of all the muscles of the upper limb. And I will be covering all the muscles of the upper limb with their nerve supply and with the easy notes, and I have make a chart for you guys to be better explained and easily understood. So just start the video. So here you can see I have written some of the important muscles that are attached with the scapula, starting from the anterior exoappendicular muscles that are attached to the exo and the appendicular skeleton of the upper limb. Now coming to the name of muscles and the nerve supply. The four major muscles of the anterior exoappendicular includes the pectoralis major, that is the major muscle, and it is the covering of the thoracic wall anteriorly. This muscle is a major adductor and a medial rotator of the scapula. This muscle is supplied from the median and the lateral pectoral nerve. Now the pectoralis major, that is the smaller than the pectoralis minor. Pectoralis minor is smaller than the pectoralis major and it is present below the pectoralis major. This minor is supplied from the median pectoral nerve. The next is the subclavius. The subclavius, as the name suggests, is sub, means it is inferior to the clavicle bone, and the attachment of the subclavian to the clavicle bone causes the depression of the clavicle. This subclavius is supplied from the nerve to the subclavius, that is a specialized nerve for the muscle, that is the subclavius. The fourth anterior exoappendicular muscle is the serratus anterior. The serratus having several limbs, or you can say the several digits attached to the ribs, and this is present on the anterior surface of the thoracic wall, that's why called serratus anterior. The larger muscle attached on the ribs arranged from the 1 to 8 ribs, and this muscle is supplied from the long thoracic nerve that I have discussed in the brachial plexus. This is a branch long thoracic nerve, and if this got damaged, there will be a winging of the scapula. So these four muscles are related with the clavicle and the scapula. That's why they are forming the pectoral girdle and they are present in the anterior and exoappendicular muscles. Now coming to the second part, that is the posterior exoappendicular muscle. Now here I have made a notes. Coming to the two groups of the posterior exoappendicular muscle that are attached on the posterior side of the pectoral girdle, that is formed from the clavicle and the scapulae bone, that we have discussed in a separate video of the bony features. Now the superficial group of the posterior exoappendicular muscle include the trapezius and the latissimus dorsi. The trapezius muscle is a triangular shaped muscle. It is attached on the whole surface of the neck and somewhat on the half of the back. This muscle is supplied from the spinal accessory nerve, and it is a protruder or retractor of the scapula posteriorly. The latissimus dorsi is present on the dorsal side, and it is attached on the posterior surface of the posterior surface of the exoappendicular muscles. On the thoracic wall, it is attached on the posterior side. This latissimus dorsi is supplied from a special nerve that we call as the thoracodorsal nerve. This nerve I have also discussed in the brachial plexus. So these are some of the major nerves that we should have to remember. The nerve supply and the name of muscle is very much important to remember. Also the innervation and some of the features like the action of the muscle should be remembered. Now coming to a deep group of the posterior exoappendicular muscle include the levator scapulae. The levator means the elevator of the scapula. This levator scapulae is supplied from the dorsal scapular nerve. The rhomboid major and the rhomboid minor is also attached on the medial side of the scapula. These rhomboid major and the rhomboid minor are going to supply from the dorsal scapular nerve that also supply the levator scapulae. So the posterior group of the deep group of the posterior exoappendicular nerve, posterior exoappendicular muscles are supplied from the dorsal scapular nerve, that is coming from the C4 and C5 root of the brachial plexus. Now the another group includes the scapulohumeral muscles or the intrinsic muscles of the upper limb. That include the deltoid, the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, the teres major, the teres minor, and the subscapularis. These all muscles are major intrinsic muscles because they are completely surrounding the shoulder joint that is formed between the humerus and the scapula. That shoulder joint I have discussed in a separate video is covering from the muscles that we call as the scapulohumeral muscle because it is present around the scapulohumeral joint, that is the shoulder joint between the scapula and the humerus. The deltoid muscle is the major muscle and forming the contour of the shoulder. This muscle is supplied from the nerve that we call as the axillary nerve. The axillary nerve having a major function in our body and supply most of the muscles of the upper limb. The supraspinatus is present superior to the spine of the scapula, is supplied from the suprascapular nerve. The infraspinatus is inferior to the spine of the scapula and supplied from the suprascapular nerve. That is the same nerve supplying the supraspinatus. The teres minor is supplied from the axillary nerve that supply the deltoid muscle. So it's very easy to remember that all nerves supply of the four muscles. The next one is the teres major that is supplied from a separate nerve, that is the lower subscapular nerve. The subscapularis that is present in the subscapular fossa of the scapula is supplied from the upper and lower subscapular nerve that supply the teres major. So these six muscles having the three major nerve supply that you can easily remember by combining two of the muscles. Now the important point here is the action of these muscles. The deltoid is totally producing the medial, lateral rotation, the abduction, adduction, and the circumflexion, while that of these muscles are lateral rotators of the arm, except the teres major. This teres major is a medial rotator and the adductor of the arm. While that of the four muscles, including the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, the teres minor, and the subscapularis, are included in the rotator cuff muscles. These rotator cuff muscles are going to strong and forming the cuff-like structure on the shoulder joint that we have discussed in a separate video. So that shoulder joint is provided strength from this rotator cuff muscles and they prevent the dislocation of the joint, and they are very much strong that if the shoulder joint break the ligaments, this rotator cuff will not be break. So this is a very important support from the four muscles of the scapulohumeral or the intrinsic group of muscles.